Begins again. And welcome to this edition of Biker News. How you guys doing out there? Hopefully you're having a good week. Good week up here in Northern Illinois. We're freezing our butts off. But hopefully you guys enjoyed last night's Motorcycle Madhouse. Don't forget, December 2nd, we will be having another live show. Also, hooliganbikers.com. Not S, but biker.com. That is my new editorial site, and you'll see a lot of stuff happening over there. But let's get to the news, shall we? An interesting piece, and it's done by Reason.com, but it ain't too reasonable if you know what I mean. JD has writing this one, and they actually, I believe this one's coming out of Australia, but it does tie into the United States, because what they did was take a United States story and made it fit their own agenda over there. Now, reason why this is important, I do not know if you guys know, but the Supreme Court now says the Sandy Hook victims can take the gun manufacturer to trial. Yes, the Supreme Court said that the suit can go forward, and we know what that means for the Second Amendment and stuff. All these people are going to start filing lawsuits against the gun manufacturers. It's just going to get nasty out there. But anyway, biker leader or gang leaders' DIY guns are part of a predictable prohibition story. From Australia to Massachusetts, illegal gun manufacturers or makers step in to supply what legal markets aren't allowed to produce. You can already tell it's coming. You know what? With Australia, man, you guys handed in your guns. I don't think that was a smart thing to do. If you're from Australia, let us know. As a convicted felon, Bruce Sartwell isn't legally allowed to own firearms. But the regional president of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club obviously isn't the kind of guy who cares about what he's legally allowed to do. When he was arrested in East Bridgewater, Massachusetts, he was found to be in possession of a rifle he made himself, as well as unregistered silencers, parts, and the equipment needed to manufacture more weapons. Now let me stop there. Do you notice how they always tie in a motorcycle club when it's an individual, not an entire club? That's their game, that's their propaganda, that's what they like doing. Remember that. And we have covered this story, and it was a crock load of crap. Okay? He was married to a CCW permit holder. Yeah, it was expired, but she still was one. And the stuff they claim as far as manufacturing the guns was ordinary tools that any shop would have in it, like drill presses and all that good jive. So anyway, the story of criminal making guns that he needs for his trade is all predictable if you're paying attention to events around the world. It also casts further doubt on the claims of gun control advocates that their favored restrictions will make the country safer. You know, by the way, it's Australia that, the liberal left wants to emulate and have their kind of gun control. On October 30th, 2009, a search warrant was executed at Sartwell's residence, resulted in the recovery of an AR-15 style ghost gun, a firearm without any manufacturer or serial numbers. And everybody knows on a lower, you don't have serial numbers. That's like quite freaking, it's out there like that. What else we got? Manufacturing tools and assembly parts, including milling equipment. Okay, I guess we can't have that no more. Buffer spring, buffer tube, air-powered water Dremel polish, and a drill press. Okay, can anybody name something else them tools can be used for? 2 firearm silencers concealed in false bottom compartments. Well, so says the Leo. A guide for assembly and disassembly of an AR-15. I guess First Amendment don't mean nothing to them. You to read what you want. 20 knives. Oh, here we go. This ain't England, man, where, You're having a knife problem over there. A black powder handgun. Yeah, he's going to do some damage like Davy Crockett with that thing. A flare gun. Oh, I guess you cannot signal that you're in trouble. Various ammunition capable with the AR-15 styled rifle were also found. In the basement of the house, a floor-length mirror concealed the entrance to a hidden storage area that was found to contain a safe with silencer parts and a fire assembly instruction book. Okay, and maybe he has kids he didn't want to touch it. I don't know. The quote, the up to 10 years in prison, 3 years of supervisor release, and a fine of $250,000 that Sartwell faces applies to possession of unregistered sound suppressors. So that's what they're getting them on, not the guns, but also indicated the rifle he made is fully automatic and therefore subject to rather silly special rules and penalties. I doubt that he had a fully automatic. They don't understand what fully automatic is. It was probably a semi. After all, if you're a professional criminal, now he's a professional criminal, and you're committed to off-the-books firearms manufacturing, the sky is the limit. So, just because he's a member of a club, he's now a criminal. You see how they think over in Australia, the media now, and you wonder why they're having so many issues with bikers, or bikies as they call it over there. They're done crazy over there, man. They are. You better thank your lucky stars you live in the U.S. where you have the Bill of Rights. That's certainly been the case in Australia, whose relatively restrictive gun laws make many American political hopefuls swoon over dreams of licensing and confiscation. There it is. Their motorcycle gangs have been involved into sophisticated crime syndicates, and they've taken the manufacture in their own weapon. That often means submachine guns. Oh my God, you guys over in Australia. What do you think about how your reporters actually report on stuff? Sometimes in wholesale lots, yeah, this dude or whoever is writing this article, you, sir, have watched too much Sons of Anarchy. You are crazy, man. Submachine guns. Drivers for domestic illicit manufacture of submachine guns, there it is again, include their longevity, compact size, and fact that fully functional submachine guns are not and never have been available to licensed firearm owner in Australia. That's because you guys are too busy giving them up. According to the Australian Crime Commission, now folded into the Criminal Intelligence Commission, the simplicity of design of a single-shot pen guns and key rings and the potential for concealment will continue to act as a driver for continued illicit manufactures of these firearms. So I don't get this. They're using a story from the United States to not only bash us and our gun laws, but they're trying to subdue you guys even more in Australia. God, I don't know how your political system works, but maybe, I don't know, take control of your government again? I'm just saying. Submachine guns are perhaps the most widely documented craft-produced small arms in circulation, reports the Switzerland-based Small Arms Survey. Okay. What's it have to do with us? That's Switzerland. Dude, they're a bunch of goody two-shoes over there. They're always neutral, okay? They never do anything for anybody, so why should we listen to this? Anyway, their high rate of fire and low costs make them attractive to organized criminal groups. Ease of manufacture is another attraction of submachine guns. Oh my God, my God. Now, I'm skipping forward a little bit. That Outlaws Motorcycle Club Sartwell didn't choose to make a simple submachine gun, but built at least one AR-15 instead. See how they're equating the AR-15? Oh my gosh. You're kidding me. This is horse shit right here. Total horse shit. Instead of probably an indication of the nuances. Now it's nuances here, guys, in American culture. I guess they don't like our culture too much. Well, that's because the citizens have rights, and you take your citizens' rights away over there. You know, I always wondered, you see that Crocodile Dundee dude. What if you're in the outback and stuff? What are you supposed to just carry a machete? You can't carry a gun or anything to shoot a snake or a gator or any of that? Again, if you're in Australia, let me know this stuff. Americans done a lot of groundwork for the informal manufacturer AR-15s. Okay, this stuff is killing me right here, especially how they're trying to use the Outlaws and a motorcycle club to their benefit. Reason, free minds and free markets. Get out of here, man. You guys are crazy over there. You're local. You're worse than the leftists over here in the United States. You're kidding me. You're killing me. But anyway, we're going to go on to the next story. So, this is talking about the same thing going on right now. And this is by, who is this? Boston University News Service. Alrighty then, we're going to listen to that one now. Motorcycle gang member convicted on firearm and drug charges. Motorcycle gang member Joseph Noah was released to home detention in district court Friday after violating the terms of his previous supervised release while serving time for drug charges. Noah is a full patch member and former town and chapter president of the motorcycle club, the Outlaws. According to prosecutor Peter Leavitt, Peter! Noah was arrested in 2007 while he was the president of the gang on various drug and firearms charges. After a 2-year federal investigation and a raid on the Outlaws headquarters, he was arrested again this month for violating the terms of his release, according to the case report. Now, it's going to go into why he was violated. Noah's son, Joseph Noah Jr., was also a member of the Outlaws and was arrested in September of this year on murder charges stemming from the fatal shooting of a rival club member, Eric Bushell, in Fall River. Noah's request to attend his son's initial court appearance while under house detention was denied. Kelly said if it were a trial hearing rather than an initial appearance, she would be more inclined to allow Noah to attend. Levitt said Noah was seen at an Outlaws fundraiser event earlier this year despite being prohibited from interacting with other members of the Outlaws. See, that's one thing I do not understand, how they prohibit, guys from associating with other members. It's not like the whole organization is criminal. It's ridiculous. Levitt provided surveillance video showing people wearing outlaw patches or colors attending an event. So if he's at an event and a member of the club comes, he's not allowed, he has to leave? Whatever. There can be no question that a person wearing an Outlaws patch to an Outlaws event is an Outlaws member. Okay. It would be suicide to do otherwise. Well, how would you know? You're a judge. Though Noah was prohibiting from fraternizing with other members of the Outlaws, motorcycle clubs themselves were not banned, according to Kelly. I feel like everyone in the room knows something I don't about why it's so terrible for him to attend these events, Kelly said. In the picture, you have a bunch of people standing really close together, apparently chit-chatting. Levitt said there has been no evidence of Noah being seen with other members aside from the fundraiser. I'm just concerned that the government comes in and says, oh, it's a motorcycle club and everyone is supposed to go lock him up. Well, that's basically what the government does. You know, we seen it the other day with a news story where this kid was pulled over, member of the National Guard, whole 9 yards, and applied for the CCW permit. Next thing you know, the cops say no because we've seen the pictures of the Pagans and the Thunderbirds on you, and so you can't have it. You know what? Leo's getting ridiculous, and I wonder why there's so much backlash against him. He goes on to say Noah's been on supervised release for 4 years without incident. He's always been responsive to probation. Noah lives with his wife and daughter, and they are in the process of moving, according to Plimpton. He is on disability leave from work, but his wife is a full-time chef, and his daughter just finished nursing school. Noah will be monitored electronically and is prohibited from leaving his house unless he has explicit permission from probation, unless he's on medical leave. Oh my God, this is just like full of crap. The guy hasn't been in trouble, so you're gonna hit him, you're gonna freaking violate him because he went to an event. This is just freaking insane, if you ask me. But anyway, thanks for watching today's session. I will see you guys tomorrow.